Once they achieve what they want, they vanish like a bird, and we're left to figure out how to regain control of the situation. 9 crucial facets of the dynamic between sexes will be discussed today. Our relationships will benefit and we will feel more empowered if we can learn from the tenets of Stoic philosophy and refrain from these 9 behaviors. So, settle in, keep an open mind, and join me on this illuminating adventure if you and your partner are experiencing relationship difficulties. To ensure you don't miss any of our future explorations, subscribe and enable notifications before we begin. Very well, I think we can skip to the first one. Stay away from giving your life a grade of 1. Stay away from shaping your life to fit other people's expectations. The experience of trying to conform to other people's expectations may be incredibly frustrating and perplexing, like trying to put together a puzzle with pieces that don't fit. I agree with Seneca that everywhere implies nowhere. Overwhelm and confusion ensue when you try to balance too many tasks at once. Instead than attempting to fit in, embrace your individuality and shine brightly. Get off your duff and find your own way in life. No one else can do it for you. Never forget that you, and no one else, are the protagonist in your own life story. Just be who you really are, speak your mind, and change the world. 2. Keep moving forward with your life. Stay away from ruining your life by getting too attached to someone else. Spending too much time and effort on another person can cause you to neglect your own goals and the things that make you happy. Special always in a haste to meet their needs and desires, you neglect your own yearning for fulfillment and neglect your own hopes and objectives. Your life is not a footnote in the narrative of another. It is your story. The quote is from Marcus Aurelius. Nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. Getting too caught up in other people's problems can destabilize you, cast you into the background, and diminish your self-esteem. You must always remember that no one has the power to remove you from your role as protagonist and star of your own story. At all costs, make sure your mental and emotional health is uncompromised. Anything that might have a detrimental effect on your mental health. Sacrifice your mental health for the needs of another person, and you will wind up bewildered and lost without a light to guide you. The pursuit of other people's approval consumes you in an endless loop, preventing you from experiencing true happiness and mental wellness. You are more than a footnote in someone else's narrative. It's time to stop being a bystander and start living your life on your own terms. Bolster your inner peace and joy with unwavering determination as you stride into the spotlight and take center stage in your own story. Resist the urge to let anyone steal your delight by strengthening your resolve. Your thoughts and the power to choose your own destiny are entirely within your possession. 4th place. Keep your friends at a distance. Avoid putting other people ahead of the individuals closest to you. You shouldn't cut off contact with those you care about just because you're feeling romantically involved with another person. A friend or family member is like a branch that has always been there to help you out. Thus, cutting them all off would be like cutting off a branch from a tree that has been sustaining you. Cutting ties with those who have always been there for you weakens your support system and increases your chance of losing more than simply pals. Separating yourself from loved ones in pursuit of another person's approval is a tough decision. Instead, make an effort to rekindle those meaningful relationships. People like dirt can either nourish you and help you grow or stunt your growth and make you wilt and die, as Plato put it. Gather a solid group of supportive individuals to lean on. The link you form with loved ones when they're there for you is invaluable. A strong network is like a stronghold. It provides protection and stability. Join in the festivities with your steadfast companions who have supported you through thick and thin. 5. Pay attentively to what they're saying without interrupting. Thinking about other people is a waste of time. It's like dropping your most valuable thing into a dark abyss. You lose a minute of your life for every minute you spend thinking about other people, no longer a pawn in someone else's endless demands. Our time here is not limited. Rather, we waste it, as Sena so perceptively pointed out. Giving up control of our lives causes us to miss out on the best moments. You are the only owner of your time, therefore make every effort to take it back. Refrain from allowing other people to control your life. Seek balance instead. Put your time wisely to use, value it, and devote it to things that make you happy. Promote growth and contribute to happiness. You should never give someone else the benefit of the doubt when it comes to the value of your time. After all, you are the boss of your own schedule. 6th place. Do not reveal every aspect of your history, especially the painful parts. Sharing your whole history with someone is like exposing every hidden aspect and difficulty you've faced. After all, the story of your personal journey that helped you overcome difficult times is deeply personal. A person's history, particularly their painful experiences, is very intimate. You should not expose your past for the purpose of other people's approval or disapproval. In secrets, you'll have to face up against familiar foes once more. No one should ever find out what you've been hiding. You're no longer protected from harm. Reveal only what is absolutely necessary while keeping the story's essential elements concealed. Doing this will fortify you and ensure your safety. Refrain from allowing others to stumble, instead be solid. Nobody has the right to insinuate themselves into your story without your explicit consent, so be careful about sharing personal information with just anyone. Be happy with 7. Don't be satisfied with only 7. Do not agree merely to make them happy. By agreeing to do things you dislike solely to appease other people, you are denying yourself the chance to experience true happiness. Everything about it makes you feel like you're giving up something you really enjoy for something completely uninteresting. It is said by the wise Marcus Aurelius, the quality of your thoughts determines the happiness of your life. So, it's natural to feel unhappy and like you're losing your way when you have to do anything that goes against your actual desires. However, you should stop wasting time trying to please other people now. Reclaiming your time and choices requires you to stop saying yes all the time and instead, embrace the freeing power of no. In spite of the challenges you may face, you must always remain authentic. Follow your gut instincts if something seems off. Instead of being a mere plot point in someone else's novel, your life is a story you are crafting. The journey's protagonist and hero are you. It's high time you stepped into the spotlight and started living your life your way. The 8th spot, not give in to pressure. 8. Don't let your anxieties dominate your decisions. It's like choosing to walk in the dark without a flashlight. You're bound to get into a lot of trouble if you do. It's possible for someone to appear kind while secretly attempting to use our kindness. Places you weren't planning on going. Realize that being by yourself does not necessarily indicate that you are lonely. Aristotle wisely stated, "Knowing oneself is the foundation of wisdom." Now is the time to embrace and celebrate who you are by delving into your innermost thoughts and feelings. Give yourself a break, enjoy being alone, and discover all the wonderful things that life has to offer. Creating an environment that is welcoming to true partnerships can be as simple as concentrating on strengthening your connection with yourself. Spending your life with another person isn't a choice you make in an effort to avoid being lonely. Rather, it's a choice you make because they make your life better. Recognize your worth and resist the temptation to let fear dictate your actions. Embark on a courageous road of self-discovery, and you will reach a future filled with joy and significant relationships. Number 9. Keep in mind that 9. In the midst of all the chaos, it's tempting to put other people's needs and expectations above our own, and as a result, we neglect to celebrate our own victories. However, every progress we make, no matter how small, should be recognized and celebrated. Thus, keep in mind to rejoice over even the most minor successes. Envision yourself on an adventure where you are steadily making progress towards your final goal. Think about all the little milestones you'll meet on your journey. They're proof that you're making progress and represent your determination and tenacity. No one should ever put their faith in the affirmation of others, as Epicus wisely noted. So let us pause for a moment to revel in our achievements. We should really value those late nights, shouldn't we? We have triumphed over every challenge, Now is the time to rejoice in our successes, no matter how big or small. Hold them in high regard and let them be a reminder of the immense magnitude of our journey. Instead of focusing simply on reaching your destination, a whole life should be savored through each unexpected turn, triumph, and tragedy. As we draw to a close, let us pause to reflect on the good times and victories that have marked our trip. When we consider the significance of our choices and the virtue of being authentic,
we realize that we are capable of making choices that are in harmony with our innermost wishes, regardless of how others may see them. Wisdom, bravery, justice, and self-control are personal attributes that can help us weather life's storms. These traits should take precedence above doing what other people expect. Never forget that your path is entirely up to you. You can build a story around your views and values without compromising your honesty or putting your health at risk. It's time to stop putting other people's needs before your own and start living your life according to your principles. Last remarks. Remind yourself that you have the freedom to follow your own path and make decisions based on what truly matters to you whenever you feel forced to comply, offer more than you can manage, or conform to other people's expectations. Knowing that one is free to think and behave as one pleases is, according to the Stoics, the path to genuine freedom. Now is the moment to make a change. Thus, resolve to stop engaging in these behaviors. You should constantly strive to be your best self no matter how difficult things get. I would be deeply grateful if you could just click the like button to show your appreciation if our conversation today has resonated with you. Join our community by giving us a follow on social media and sharing your opinions in the comment section. More content that provokes thought is on the way. Until we meet again, let's keep talking and create a community that supports self-reflection and growth. Thank you for walking this road of self-discovery and empowerment with me. Keep your cool, be strong, and live in the now.